Hello everybody, this is Floopy-Doo and welcome back to the next episode of my Factorio Let's Play. For this episode I actually have planned a little bit of a cleanup episode. Show you the map. As you can see, we are surrounded by biters and I actually want to start clearing some of the biter nests that are closest to me. And another thing I want to do, I want to actually start setting up a perimeter for my base, so where I actually don't have to worry about building defenses and having everything protected. So my goal for today's episode, clean out the spider nest in the east, build a defense on the east side, because there we only have a short amount of ground to clear where we need protection. And then probably, but I'm not 100% sure, I probably want to clear out this camp as well, because that camp might be a problem for us later on, and I want to explore a little bit toward the west side and see if we can actually fence off a perimeter here. In between episodes I did not do much. I basically let the base run a little bit, did some more research. What exactly? Oh, just more research regarding weapon damage and everything. I let the machines produce more walls for me, and so on and so on, so everything can recover in the meantime. So I'm stacked with about a stack of armor piercing rounds. That should be enough. I would like to build the advanced armor, but I have to get into the oil refinery task, and we're not yet there. I want to do that soon, but first let's clear out that fire camp. And one thing I want to do early game is actually just use grenades for cleaning out huge crowds. And you can see, as while they're coming, some of them are really strong, because there are the next tier of biters. Biters have a thing called evolution, where with the time that is going on, they get stronger and stronger and stronger. So if you look over here, oh, no, don't leave me. So as they evolve, you can see there are some bigger biters over here, and the good thing is my armor piercing ammunition is actually strong enough, and the second evolution is way harder to kill, has some better armor and so on. So let me just clean out one of those camps. Leave me be, please. And then maybe I can get some air to breathe. As you can see, the biter camps have defensive towers. That is a small worm, and they spit acid, and if I walk into acid I actually get damaged, and that is not a damage that is applied just once. It is a damage over time, and hopefully if I move around quite a lot I actually don't get hit. So if you do that in your own playthrough, just keep in mind that you keep an eye on that green goo that is laying on the floor. That stays there for quite a bit, and if you walk into it you can see I actually starting to take damage. So one thing, we were able to clear that biter encampment quite easily. Ow. Not what I was intending to do. And I actually want to fence off. If I have a look at the terrain here, I actually can see that I have a fair amount of cliffs that actually help me have a natural fence. So I would only have to fence off up here, and from here there is no coming in. And that's one thing I'm gonna do. I have some walls with me, so I will actually build a wall starting from here all the way over to the lake's border. You call that sea, right? Maybe. You know, let's call it a big lake. Still shores, but so I built a double wall. Double wall is just there to kind of help. Double wall is basically just there to help make it harder for the biters to get in. And I need less maintenance on those towers. One thing I will do, well, is stay in that L shape, because there is actually a ledge where biters could hop on and then shoot down, and I don't want that. So what I forgot to bring is, actually I forgot to bring some ammunition. Another thing I for sure want to put here is satellite dish radar, so just to have some visibility towards that defense. You cannot walk. And I guess the last one here. You got it. It's just a lot of ground to cover. I think I just cut off here and a little bit over here. That should be sufficient. If I build enough wall over here, they will not go through that wall, because they think it's easier to get in other places. Oh, so that wall is built. And I just need the last piece, wall segment, to get going. Not enough, but I think we produced some in our base. Walk back. The thing I can actually do, I can actually tear down all the turrets that I have in the middle, because there will never be any biters in here, hopefully. So let me just do that as well while I'm walking around. That gives me some ammunition I can actually put back into my turrets, or I pick those up, I pair those so they stack with the other wall pieces I have in my inventory. See, there is another biter attack up here. Holy guacamole. I need armor piercing up there as soon as possible. Grab some armor piercing around. I will update that turret quickly. And then I can also grab all the wall pieces and everything here, so the wall probably would be sufficient to build the lower the west side, east side defenses. No, but and let me see who. One thing that is, as soon as the biters get to a higher level or a higher evolution stage, they will actually be quite devastating to walls as here, and you need to keep your game up with armor piercing rounds and so on. And even I know that is one of the camps that actually existed since the beginning of our playthrough, and those start to spawn more and more nests. And as soon as I go further out, you can see there is quite a larger encampment further northwest. And the more I go out, the bigger the encampments get. And on another map, when you're actually out there, you actually have just one huge encampment. But then you also have weapons that can easily tear through all the encampments that you encounter, which is nice and which helps a lot. So let me walk all the way down here. I will also destruct all of those turrets. I will off the power here because I don't need that anymore. Hopefully, in the meantime, while I am replacing everything, will not have an idea of attacking me. So I have about 10 of them. Good. Put power pole here. And power pole over here. Just bring power out to my defensive structure, so I have some radar dishes that will actually provide me with visual insights. So let me finish that wall. Double up on that wall. Yo. Turrets. So I will still want to use this design. That here. Over. I will not be able to fill all the turrets with ammunition, but hopefully it will be enough. Oh. It will be enough to defend most incoming threats. Eventually I will need to automate delivery of ammunition to those turrets, or just go into let me see. Here I want to have ammunition. That will be the stronger ammunition. That will be the stronger ammunition. Mission. Same goes for this turret. One. Oh, so those are just half and half of the good ammunition. Not as good ammunition, and I will do the same here. Let me have one power pole come towards our turrets. Have a radar dish ready to go. Radar dish is ready, and a light, so it actually doesn't look as crisp. We're there. While I'm on topic, close to the map, bring them down towards our other defensive line. Go. And oh. Do the same here. First tier ammunition, and then second tier. Hopefully that will suffice for time being. As you can see, it just extended our visual reach quite a lot. The good thing is we are protected from that side. Hopefully also I will not have a problem. I will put 2 turrets just in case. I don't want to have a ugly surprise and a biter crew kind of tearing through that wall and attacking my base by surprise. So let me put turret over here and here. Probably both with strong ammo. And then that edge is also covered. Good. So we have successfully defeated encampment down here and also built the defenses, so I feel comfortable enough to adventure out a little bit. Research long ago, which are gates. I have to finish the research I'm doing right now, and then I can get into gates, because gates do what they say they do. They enable me to build gates. Not build gates, build gates. But yeah. As you can see, there is a biter crew trying to get to my turret here. The good thing that I still have some armor piercing ammunition to place that ASAP. Also add second layer of defenses around here, because not, and repair the broken pieces or the damage here. So I will cut through the wall here and leave it open as now, because I have 3 turrets actually guarding that piece. So let me venture out more to the east, and there is a crew coming. Not anymore. I'm sorry guys, you are dead. So do I want to do the same here? I think I leave them alive, because in the other case there will actually be, so another mechanic that biters have is they actually migrate. So if the biters detect that with a random number, they actually detect we want to extend our base, and then they actually create a group that ventures out to build a new base. So it can be that they say, well, we're done here, so let's move maybe a little bit to the north and a little bit to the east, and they build another encampment here. And so with every camp I clear, I actually improve the probability that a new camp is spawned close to that location, because they do not go to where a biter nest is. In the end game they will, but right now I think they kind of spread rather nicely, and I want to keep it that way, and not any unfortunate mishaps due to the fact that I cleared a camp too early. Right now we are very well prepared to fend off biters, because we invested some time into building up defenses, at least on the east side. And ooh, that is nice. Our Ooh, really large copper patches like that. As I can see, actually there is no kind of... Oh, no, leave me alone. You don't want to fight me, please. No. Leave me alone. Thank you. Yeah, that's sucky. Well, as it seems, there is not any cutoff up in the northwest. But I think I'm gonna wrap up the episode here. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We did a lot, even though it seems like just a little bit. And I really much appreciate that you watched the video. I would also appreciate if you leave some feedback in the form of a like or a dislike, or in a comment below the video. And if you consider subscribing, it would mean a ton for me, because I'm fresh to YouTube. For me, subscriber means that I do good content and you enjoyed it. So if you do that, that would be very much appreciated. And otherwise, just enjoy the video. So with that, have a good evening and see you in the next one.